Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing what is always my favorite video of the year. The Chanel holiday collection is here. I was able to shop in store a couple days early. I believe this collection will still be online on Thursday the 13th, but I have my giant shopping bag. And unlike last year's holiday collection, and I think the last few years, the collection is very big this time around, and I picked up just about everything, so let me start by sharing my haul with you. I picked up both highlighter shades, and I didn't realize until I was shopping in store and I saw them in person, these come in the jumbo compacts. Just like the Le Beige Healthy Glow All Over Face Powder from the summer collection, these compacts are huge, they are beautiful, and the entire collection is, of course, limited edition. Everything has a lunar motif on it. This is the Eclat Lunaire Oversized Illuminating Face Powder in Or Rose and Cuivre Doré. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the oversized compacts never come with a velvet protector. I wish they did, because that's something I would keep and hold on to for storage and travel, just to make sure it didn't get scratched or dinged up. Because it's a holiday compact, it does come with the gold CC logo on the front. When you open up the powder, it comes with a plastic protector, which I will also hold on to, just so it doesn't get scratched. And then you can see the beautiful lunar design and the classic Chanel fragrance bottle. I distinctly remember people complaining about the design on the Chanel No. 5 eyeshadow palette last year during the holidays because they said that the fragrance bottle didn't have nearly as much detail. The design was pretty, but not as intricate as they would have hoped. This is an incredibly intricate design. I mean, it looks like the face of the moon, and then even on the bottle itself you see the little tab, the little CC with the string, and you even have a little square in the center to represent the label of the fragrance. So this design is incredibly intricate. In fact, I don't think photos really do it justice. When the pictures, the sneak peeks of this collection launched, so many people were saying it looks dirty, it looks muddy, they don't really get it, it just didn't look aesthetically pleasing. I think when you look at it in person and you see the intricate design, it's beautiful. I mean, this collection is wow. And then as far as the fragrance bottle is concerned, I haven't heard anything about Coco Mademoiselle. I know a couple people commented and said that this collection was meant to celebrate Coco Mademoiselle. It's not a big anniversary, so I'm not sure why they would create a collection for Coco Mademoiselle this year specifically. This lunar motif looks exactly like the Chanel No. 5 campaign last holiday season. I was actually flipping through the Chanel No. 5 100th anniversary book that they came out with. It comes with beautiful photos, old campaigns, and then the 2021 campaign for Chanel No. 5 was this beautiful lunar motif. I have a feeling this was maybe supposed to launch last year during the holiday collection. Would make sense. I mean, it's very much on theme. Whether the inspiration is Chanel No. 5, Coco Mademoiselle, doesn't really matter because this oversized highlighter compact is stunning. This is the Or Rose. So it's this beautiful rose gold tone. Next, we have the Cuivre Doré. This is a really beautiful bronze highlighter. The entire collection pulls extremely bronze. So if you love that type of warm metallic color story, I think you will love this collection. It's very wearable, and I think it does say holiday. It's very gilded. This highlighter in particular I think is going to be beautiful on the shoulders, neck, chest, décolleté. These oversized powders are meant for the face, the eyes, the body. You can really dust this anywhere you want a little extra glow. Both of the highlighters swatch pretty dark. I'm going to show you on the back of my hand. The Or Rose reminds me a lot of the Lion de Chanel highlighter that came out a couple years ago for the holidays. And then this bronze highlighter at the bottom, this is pretty deep, and I don't know if I've ever seen a Chanel highlighter quite that deep. At least not as an individual. So if you have a really deep skin tone, this will be stunning on you. I also picked up both the Duo Lumiere Multi-Use Illuminating Eyegloss and the Multi-Effect Quadra Eyeshadow in shade 937 Ombre De Lune. Both of these are limited edition. This is very interesting, the multi-use illuminating eyeglass. I picked up a couple eyeglasses, I want to say it was part of a summer collection, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Did not like them at all. Never used them. One of my most hated products from Chanel ever. But I picked this up so I could unbox it, I could show it to you. The good thing about them, kind of the redeeming quality, is that if you don't like the appearance on the eyes, you can still use it on the face, the body. It's basically a balm. I'm going to go ahead and unbox the eyeshadow palette 937 Ombre De Lune. The exterior packaging has that same beautiful lunar design on the front. This eyeshadow palette is not overly unique. However, I think the shades are very warm, incredibly wearable. I think this would make a beautiful bronze smoky eye for the holidays. And I love that you have a very clear, distinct variation between all of the shades. I purchased all 3 nail polish shades. They were so pretty when I saw them in person. I could not decide. And I paint my nails myself, so I do tend to go through the nail polishes. I finished at least one full bottle that I only purchased this spring. And I even painted my nails with the Super Lune 963. And I like it. It is very opaque. You really only need 1 coat of this red nail polish. It is so intense. My nails already chipped though, unfortunately. I painted them last night and then I did dishes after dinner. It's my own fault. So I'm not going to judge the actual polish. I never really have issues with Chanel polish, but if my manicure looks chipped already, it's because I've been really hard on my hands. This is 965 Clair De Lune. It's a very interesting, deep, almost tarnished gold metallic shade. I've never seen anything like it. I don't love it on its own, but I think it will look really pretty beneath the top coat, which I'm going to show you in a second. This is the 347 Etoile Shimmering Amber Top Coat. Gorgeous. I'm contemplating picking up a second bottle of this. It's so pretty. So my next mani, whenever I remove this red, will be to try these two together and see what it looks like. But I really like this top coat. This is a neutral. I think this is going to look pretty on top of all of the nude nail polishes from the fall collection, all of the metallic polishes from the summer collection last year. I mean, it goes with everything. There are 4 new lipsticks with the collection. I only picked up 2. The only 2 lipsticks that I did not purchase, it's the only thing missing from the collection, are the L'Extrait lipsticks because I'm not a huge fan of the price for getting less product. I did an entire review on the Rouge L'Extrait. I think it's a really pretty formula, so it's a shame that they're more expensive, but you get a little more than half of the lipstick inside. On principle, I decided to go ahead and skip them, but I did swatch them when I was in store, so I will pop up a photo so you can see what they look like. There's a really pretty deep vampy lip and then a red that has a slight gold shimmer to it. It's a really pretty red, but again, I feel like I already have that lipstick from past Chanel holiday collections. Looks very familiar. Now the Rouge Lilac I love. I have no problem with this formula. It's actually one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. I'm generally not a huge liquid lipstick fan. This is shade 88 Rose Mystère. These are all new and I swatched them and they were so pretty. I decided to go ahead and pick up both. And this is 89 Rouge Ombre. And then as usual, they included a bunch of little samples and goodies in my bag, including one very special gift that I'm going to share with you. I have had my eye on this as soon as I saw Cindy from A Heated Mess. She was able to get her hands on one of these. It's this beautiful compact protector. It's black velvet with gold. So pretty. And it's even lined with red and it has a little mirror on the inside. Just a precious little pouch to store your Chanel compact. Thought this was so cute. And this was just a little gift with purchase, so supplies are always limited with things like this. I've seen these selling on eBay for $100. If you can, just reach out to your sales associate and see if they have them in store. So let's put these holiday products to the test. I scooted in a little bit closer and I'm going to begin with Complexion. I pulled out my Sublimage Le Tint as well as the Iridescent Illuminating Fluid. This is from the holiday collection last year. I'm going to mix a little bit of these two together on the back of my hand and apply this to the skin. I already went in with my sunscreen because I was out earlier today, so the only thing I have on my skin is the Super Goop Glow Screen. The Gold Liquid Illuminator is going to give us a little bit more glow. I'm already pretty glowy, but that's okay. The Sublimage foundation has a pretty natural finish. It's kind of natural matte-ish. This is a really pretty combination. I am blending this out with a Rephr 37 brush. When I was in store, I also got a little sneak peek at the upcoming holiday gift sets. They look very cute. There are 2 bags to choose from. One is kind of a white and gold tweed looking fabric, and then the second bag is a red and gold tweed. And the sets inside are very nice. They're similar to past years. I went ahead and reserved one of the white tweed bags and then one of the red. So as soon as they're available, I will share with you. One of the gift sets come with a cream bronzer and a brush, which I thought was really interesting. Oh, the cleansing set is one I picked up. Comes with, I believe, the micellar water and the La Mousse. The lip gloss trio, of course. And there's a mascara set that comes with the Le Volume mascara and the primer. Next, I'm going in with my corrector de Chanel. This is the B10. I cannot wait for the Sublimage concealer. November 1st, it's in my calendar. I can also confirm that they will be doing gift set launches for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. They're little fragrance sets. And they come in the tweed bags. So that's always something nice to look out for. They always make really great gifts. I have not heard anything about tweed blushes. I've received a couple questions and I haven't heard anything confirmed. Maybe that's something that's coming for spring next year, I'm not sure. As soon as I get any more information, I will share. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Chanel Loose Powder. My all-time favorite setting powder. I almost went in with my cream bronzer, but I decided I'm going to do a powder bronzer because I have a powder blush. My new order of makeup application says blush first, followed by bronzer, instead of doing bronzer first and then blush. Something I tried in my last video where I was reviewing the new Charlotte Tilbury palettes and I thought it made such a huge difference. It looked so much prettier. I went in with a brightening concealer, I powdered my face, so at this point I always look very pale. And if I go in with bronzer, I'm going to be tempted to apply more than I need because I look really pale. So instead, I'm going in with my blush next, and I pulled out Quintessence. This is one of my favorite Chanel blushes. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the cheek. This is going to give me some of that color back so that I don't have to be as heavy-handed with my bronzer. This is such a pretty color. I did think about going in with Jersey or one of the more neutral, warm blushes because I think that would look really pretty with the eyes. But I can't help myself. I love a pink blush. I just pulled out my Le Beige Oversized Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed Powder in the shade Medium. This is part of the Le Beige collection this year. Such a pretty powder. And it does have a very slight sheen to it. But it still looks so pretty on the skin. Doesn't look muddy. Sometimes bronzers with sheen end up looking a little bit funny on my face. For size comparison, here's the new highlighter versus the blush. This has 16 grams of highlighter. This has 5 grams of blush. So a little more than triple the size. We're finally getting into some new holiday products. I'm going to do one highlighter on each side so we can see. I'm starting with the Cuivre Doré. I think this is going to be a little bit too deep for my skin, but let's just see. Yeah, it is. It's not terrible, but it's going to create a little shadow there. Do you see when I turn out of the light? In direct light, it's not awful, but as soon as I kind of turn, it's going to get really dark. So I did know this was going to be too deep for me, but I just wanted to share. I had to show you what it would look like. If I didn't at least attempt, somebody would be upset. This will actually look really pretty on the eyes and the body. I think this could be really pretty on the shoulders. See there? It looks fine. The shoulders, neck, chest, décolleté. Yeah, that looks stunning. On the other side, let's try the Or Rose. This should work. Oh yeah. Very pretty. Ooh, I love it. With the Or Rose, I'm going to highlight the nose. Cupid's bow. Moving on to eyes, I pulled out the 937 Ombre De Lune Eyeshadow Palette. So pretty, and with a fluffy brush, I am going into this shade right here in the corner with the CCs. And I'm going to buff this in the crease. Oh wow. Well, for one thing, the color payoff is phenomenal. I also like that it doesn't look too luminous. It's kind of a satin finish, because I usually prefer matte eyeshadows in the crease. Same thing on the other side. I think I might have to rank all of my Chanel eyeshadow palettes from the year. Kind of go back and revisit the early palettes. Easy to blend. The color payoff is really nice. So far, so good. I just wiped off the same eyeshadow brush. I'm going into the deepest shade. I'm going to add a little depth in the outer V outer lid. I'm not going to go too dark and smoky, but just a little something something. Just want to build up a little color out here. Same thing on the other side, just building up a little depth. This shadow actually looks pretty light. And I'm just going to use my fingers and I'm going to pop that on the lid. In the pan, this color looks kind of like a light beige, but it actually goes on a little bit warmer, like a true bronze. It looks very warm. More like a copper. For the sake of using every shade in the palette, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the gold. Just a little bit. I'm going to pop this right on the center. Oh, you know, it's really pretty. It almost goes on as like a sparkly top coat. Doesn't look too yellow. These colors are so fall. They're gorgeous. It actually looks quite vibrant. They look so different on the skin than they look in the pan. I think this palette is going to surprise some people. With a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm picking up the original shade with the little CC logo, and I'm going to buff this beneath the lower lash line. Looks very warm, a little bit smoky. I would say the palette overall leans a little bit more copper than bronze. It's very warm, kind of fiery, smoldery. Really pretty colors. They have more of a warm amber undertone, which I didn't expect. You look at this palette and it looks kind of brown, but I wouldn't say these eyeshadows are brown at all. I had to go ahead and swatch all of these colors so you can see. This to me looks like Thanksgiving. It's giving pumpkin spice, Thanksgiving, really pretty autumn colors. I quickly filled in my eyebrows. I used the Huda Beauty Lifeliner Quick and Easy in the shade Very Brown to line the top lash line. I extended a little wing, a little inner wing, and then I also did mascara. For the waterline, I pulled out my Kira Dore number 52 waterproof eyeliner from Chanel. This is the perfect eyeliner to use with this palette. This is just going to help fill in the gap. It's not going to be too dark and smoky, but do you see how this looks more complete? I'm going to go into this right here because the gold looks more clear with gold shimmer, but this looks like it has a slightly pearlescent finish. So using the little brush that came in the palette, I'm going to try this eye gloss. I'm going to see what it looks like highlighting the brow bone. Kind of works. Oh, you know what? I think I just needed to be facing the light. I have a light over here. Yeah, that looks glossy. Ooh, it looks pretty. Ew. And I don't have to worry about it creasing because it's beneath the brow. Can you definitely use it other places on the face. If you like that really wet, glossy skin look. Face and eyes are now done. We have two lipstick options. Of course, I'm going to show you both. I'm going to start with the lightest one. This is the Rouge Ombre 88 Rose Mystère. And because I don't want to interfere with the color too much, I'm not even going to line my lips. I'm just going to go right in. Okay, I didn't use a liner, so it's not going to be perfect, but at least you can see the color. I like it. I think this is a really pretty color. I'm not sure I love it with the eyes. Maybe I just have too much highlighter over here because I went in with that darker highlight. So this cheek is kind of throwing me. It was the experimental cheek. But I do like the lipstick on its own. And I think with maybe a lighter eye, this would be really pretty. I removed the rose and now we're going in with the rouge. This is 89 Rouge Ombre. Kind of smells minty. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, it smells almost pepperminty. It's weird. Not like it's supposed to smell like that. It's just, not my favorite. See, when I look closely, I can tell it's slightly metallic, but wow, this is a pretty red. It's very deep and vampy, goes with the nails perfectly. Perfect for a holiday party. It's very like, wow, glam. And it looks really pretty. I think this lip goes with the warmer toned eyeshadows a little bit better. So pretty. And here we have it, the complete Chanel Holiday 2022 makeup look. Overall, I think this collection is stunning. It's incredible. It's very impressive. It feels like a holiday collection from years past. Like it's large, everything goes together. It doesn't look like there's one main piece and then they kind of threw in a few other things just to add razzle dazzle. It feels luxurious. It feels chic. elevated. I love the vampier reds. And I also like the deeper highlighters. Instead of coming out with a pearl highlighter, we have this deep bronze, which is going to look gorgeous on deeper skin tones. Even the rose gold is a bit deeper. Like this barely works on my cheeks. I think it does work, but if you have really fair skin, I would say neither of these. Maybe on the eyes, but not really for the face. They have a lot of color to them. It's a huge compact. I love these oversized compacts. The little eyeshadow palettes are also very cute with the gold CCs. The eyeshadow palette is warm. It's ambery, it's copper. It's not what I expected based on photos, and I think it's really pretty. Definitely feels different from every other earth-toned eyeshadow palette in my collection. I mean, this is not really redundant, which is great. And I also really like the design on top of these. The Duo Lumiere Multi-Use Gloss Palette, I knew when I purchased this I wasn't going to use it on the eyes. I think this will most likely be one of the least popular products from the collection, although I'm going to try it on my cheeks next time I do my makeup and see if I like it better as kind of a creamy highlight. It sort of has the same consistency as the Balm Essential Sticks. So I imagine I can still get use out of it on the face, the body. It's not really going to be an eye gloss for me personally, but somebody might really like it as an eye gloss. These lipsticks are really beautiful. The red is very deep. It's a very dark, like moody red, goes perfectly with the nail polish, so I love that. The rose is beautiful. I think it could be more of an everyday kind of pop of color on the lips, which I always envision myself really getting into, and then I'm boring and I stick with my nudes. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I would love to hear from you. Are you interested in this collection? Are you passing? Are you skipping for something else that you're excited about? Drop me a comment. I would love to hear from you. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face. As soon as this collection is available online, I will update all of the links down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.